Magandang araw mga kababayan. Isang nakakagimbal na issue ang pumuputok ngayon mula sa loob mismo ng Malacanang. Umuugong ang napakalakas na balitang tumakas na diumano si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos dahil sa matinding tensyon. Kasabay nito ay ang pagkabuking ng isang matinding sikretong plano na pinangungunahan umano ni First Lady Liza Araneta Marcos. Ayon sa mga kumakalat na balita, ginagamit daw ng First Lady ang kanyang impluensya upang isulong ang mga pansariling interes na naging dahilan kung bakit napilitan umanong lumayo ang Pangulo. Marami ang nagtatanong kung totoo nga bang wala ng kontrol si Didi sa sarili niyang administrasyon. Ang mabilis na pagkalat ng balitang ito ay nagdulot ng malaking pangamba sa ating mga kababayan. Kung totoo ang mga paratang na ito, paano na ang kinabukasan ng ating bansa? Hahayaan na lang ba ng taong bayan na ang mga taong nakapaligid sa Pangulo ang siyang tunay na nagdedesisyon para sa lahat? Nananawagan ngayon ang taong bayan ng kalinawan mula mismo sa palasyo. Tututukan natin ang mainit na isyong ito, kaya siguraduhin nakasubscribe kayo sa ating channel para sa pinakabagong update.
Makita sa SALN ng pangalawang Pangulo, 2.8 billion in net inflows na dapat ay nananatili sa kanilang mga bangko pero hindi nakalahad sa SALN ng pangalawang Pangulo.
Nako,
Pasukin po natin
anong net inflows na dapat nakalagay sa bangko na hindi nag-reflect siya? Pambihira. May tama ba tuktok mo, Brad? Yan ang problema eh. Yan ho ang harap-harapang panduloko ng Justice Committee sa sambayan ng Pilipino na hindi nakita. Sira ba tuktok mo, ha? Kaya ka. Tuloy mo. Tayo ituloy. Tuloy.
yung SALN mismo kung bakit po ito sapat-sapat na ebidensya. Ang nakalagay sa SALN for 2024, 88.5 million pesos lamang po. On those two pieces of evidence and reports pa lamang po, mga kaibigan, sapat-sapat na, sobra-sobra pa ho. Ito pong finding of probable cause. This particular section of the impeachment proceeding will go straight to the Senate. Sigurado po tayo dyan. At I'm quite certain that this box will be opened at the level of trial. So, Madam Chair, tingin ko kung wala naman na po nga kailangan pa hong pag-usapan, magandang pagbotohan na po natin. Ito.
Ang tanong Brad, meron pa bang mga maleta para ponduhan yung impeachment na yan? Kasi kung wala na rin lang naman palang pera, paano pa magtutuloy-tuloy yung impeachment na pambihira naman, natanggal pa tuloy. Tuloy
Maraming
natin.
salamat po.
May pondo pa ba ang tanong? Ngayon kung wala ng pondo, wala tayong impeachment na pinag-uusapan dito. At base sa aking pinakauling intel, iwan ito wala pa daw umiikot na maleta. Paano merong iikot na maleta? Naubos na ho nila nung 19th Congress. Pambira, subsidiya nga sa mga driver, hindi sila makapagbigay. Diyan sa impeachment na yan, meron silang pondo. Sa bagay, magagawa ng paraan, ika nga.
Parliamentary status, the Honorable De Lima already moved to open the BIR box. And then we heard the
Yan.
different positions of the justice members.
Naku.
And we continue to hear because I could see members still raising their hand.
Yan.
Madam Chair.
Can we call Honorable Marcoleta first?
Yan, Honorable
Honorable
Marcoleta.
Marcoleta is a
Honorable
non-member of
Marcoleta
Justice
muna
Committee,
tayo. Yan.
but of course, we recognize her opportunity to manifest her position as well.
Yun, importante yan eh.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you for highlighting my being a non-member of this committee.
Bastos talaga. Bastos talaga ito. Kaya ako, tuwang-tuwa ako dito kay Kong Marcoleta eh.
But
I
nonetheless,
highlighted also
I
that you
every
have
right
the
to speak.
privilege to manifest your position.
Thank you po.
Because that is according to our rules, Honorable Marcoleta.
Including the highlighting of being a non-member.
Kalma. Kalmahan mo lang. Itong si Kong Marcoleta. Pambihira ka naman talaga. O kaya ka pinag-iinitan. Pero anyway, palakpakan ho natin siya dyan. Napakaganda ho ng mga banat dyan na yun at talagang dapat hong mapakita sa sambahin ng Pilipino ang pagiging bias ng committee na yan. Dapat ho talaga makita ng ating mga kababayan kung paano tratuhin ng committee na yan yung mga congressman na hindi sang-ayon sa kanilang mga kabalbalan. Oh.
Kasama po yun.
The rule that non-members cannot raise a motion and cannot vote, but they
Opo.
can manifest. And that is observed in all committees in the House of
Madam Chair, I did not say that
Representatives.
I'm about to make a motion. Wala nung po akong sinabi. Anyway, ma'am, magandang hapon po sa...
Di po tataka, di ba? Masyado ka kasing assuming bida-bida. Di pa naman nagmo-motion. Pambihira.
Madam Chair, Madam
committee na
Chair,
ito.
Madam Chair.
Is that a point of order?
Yes, not really the point of order. I just would like to find out if he is a she or a he because you have been mentioning her.
Point of order, Madam Chair. Let's allow Congressman Marcoleta to proceed.
All right. Honorable Marcoleta is recognized. You may proceed.
Madam Chair,
Gusto
I
ko
just would
bang-
like to make it clear.
He is he. He is he. I stand
Not
corrected.
in order, Madam Chair, because I just want to because you said twice her.
All right.
So I
I'm
would like to
addressing
find out
him.
if she is a she or a he.
Ano yun? Kapalpakanan ni Luis Tro yun. Hindi niya malaman kung babae o lalaki. Adjustable ang buhok ni Kong Marcoleta, pero barako yan. Ako na nagsasabi sa inyo, barako yan. Adjustable ang buhok niyan. Pero barako yung si Kong Marcoleta.
He is he.
Make a ruling and allow Congressman Marcoleta to proceed.
As a response to the Honorable Abante, we are addressing now Honorable Marcoleta as he, him, his, and the chair therefore stands corrected. You may proceed, Honorable Marcoleta.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you for that clarification, Bishop Benny Abante. Ewan ko kung is that germane to this hearing. Anyway, magandang araw po,
Wow, talaga
Ginang
sabihin
Madam
mo.
Chair at sa mga kapita-pitagang miyembro ng committee na ito. Marahil ay inaasahan nyo na ako po ay magbibigay ng manifestasyon para tutulan ang pagbubukas ng box na yan mula sa BIR. Ang katunayan po, ako po ay hindi tututol.
Yan.
You may go ahead and open it all you want. Sabi nga ni Madam Chair, hawak niya ang beat.
O yan.
Sino ba naman ako para pigilan ito? Sabi nga ng kanta, huwag mong bibitawan.
O yan.
Huwag niyo nang bitawan yung box.
Buksan nyo na.
So I dare the committee to open the box.
Naku po.
But with a caveat, siguraduhin niyo po na hindi kayo nakalalabag sa batas. At sinabi rin po ni Popoy sa pelikula, I deserve an explanation. I deserve an acceptable reason. Siguraduhin niyo po na kung bubuksan niyo yan, meron po kayong acceptable reason
Yan.
na naayon sa batas.
Pambira ito si Congressman Marcoleta. Pasaway. Palakpakan natin. Yan ang mga tipo kong congressman. Lumalaban. In fairness hindi ho siya kasama sa committee. Hindi ho siya membro. Pero very consistent ho ang attendance niya. Daig pa ho niya yung mga regular member. Ayos.
Ako po ay kaisa nyo rin sa komite na ito sa paghahanap ng katotohanan.
Yan.
Pero sa ating paghahanap at pagsasaliksik ng katotohanan, siguraduhin po natin
Yan.
na tayo po ay hindi nakalalabag sa ating mga batas. Maraming salamat po, Madam Chair.
Again, that is a manifestation and therefore it does not deserve or require any answer.
Yun.
Let us proceed. If there are no other members who wish to...
Alam naman namin paulit-ulit ka. Di mo naman kailangan sagutin. Dinidare ka lang naman eh. Di ba? Buksan nyo ang box. Oh. Di ba hawak mo ang beat? Hawak mo ang beat. Ngayon buksan mo ang box. Tingnan natin kung talagang hawak mo ang beat. Kung hawak mo ang bit, buksan mo yung box, madam.
The Honorable Sandanya is recognized.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Ang haba na po na kwentuhan natin kay Basha at saka kay Popoy, no? Nagkaroon na nga po ng sequel ang One More Chance, no? Second Chance? Ayan, pero inuulit
Ito
ko po.
naman, ito talaga, puro kabadingan ang alam eh. Pambihira ka, tigil-tigilan mo yan.
This is a second chance to hold the Vice President accountable
Yan.
for abuse of power at dun po sa pagnanakaw sa kaban ng bayan. At yung second chance po na ito, 2 years in the making. That's why we appeal to the wisdom of this committee to ensure that we hold her accountable. Sabi nga po ng mga kaibigan ko, eyes on the ball. And the ball is ensuring that we get this to the Senate and the Vice President is convicted. And I hope that would guide the committee in making this all-important decision. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Having heard all the manifestations of the Justice members, we are temporarily suspending our hearing.
Ba't sinuspinde? Anong nangyari? Suspended. Yun, resume.
Our parliamentary status, there is a pending motion to open the BIR box. I hope the Justice members are all guided by the worthy and strong arguments of those who are in favor of opening and those who are not
Buksan
in
na yan.
favor of opening. But
Madam
in
Chair.
summary, of course, we do not dispute the position of the Honorable Laila de Lima that the Constitution is paramount, that accountability mechanism must be protected and preserved, that the impeachment proceeding should be greater than any other proceeding. However, I wish to remind the Justice members that since day one of our proceeding, we have taken the conservative route. We have taken the safer and the cautious road. It is because we are likewise aware that we owe it to the Filipino people to be able to proceed with this impeachment proceeding, and if probable cause will be determined, to reach the finish line. With that having said, may I solicit the necessary... We
Madam
have
Chair,
a-
just a very quick interjection.
The Honorable Sandanya is recognized.
Pasensya na po kayo. Alam ko pong hinihintay ng taong bayan yung desisyon sa pagbubukas ng
Ito
kahon.
kasing sindan niya, sabat ng sabat. Magbotohan na kayo, tingnan natin kung may bilang yung mga gustong magbukas at wag magbukas ng box na yan ng BIR.
Pero may nabanggit po kasi kanina na
Yeah, kayo.
Popo at Basha na line po si Representative Marcoleta.
Oh.
Inattribute po niya yung explanation, deserve an explanation kay Popoy. Hindi po siya kay Popoy, linawin ko lang po. Ito po ay kay Papa
Anong pakialam namin kung kanino yan? Kung kanino galing yung mga linyada na yan? Hira talaga tong
kay
susundan.
Piolo Pascual
Oh.
sa pelikulang Starting Over Again. And I hope that as we decide on this matter, this will not lead us to starting over again. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Well,
All right, we are done with Popoy and Piolo. We're addressing a very important decision here. So with the indulgence of all the members, may I solicit the necessary second to the motion to open the box raised by the
second.
Honorable Congresswoman Laila De Lima.
I object the motion. Second. I
The
object.
same has been seconded by the Honorable Antonio Tino. Do I hear an objection?
I object.
The objection has been registered by the Honorable Benny Abante, which means we shall proceed to divide the House.
divide natin ang house.
Please be
divide natin.
ready to vote. Again, the motion is to open the BIR box. Those who are in favor of the motion, please raise your right hand.
O, sino-sino yan? Naku. Bakit ganyan? Akala ko bang hawak niyo ang beat? Akala ko bang matigas kayo dyan? Buksan niyo yung box na yan para tayo magkaalaman kung gaano kayo katitigas. Oh. Sino? Wala naman pala tong mga to eh. Itong si Barbie, ba't ayaw bumoto? O yan si Dembaksya Queen. O sino pa? Walang yang to. Si Digamo. Wala naman bumuboto. Sino yun? Si Jude Asidre. Ayun si Defensor. Yung mga Kamatayan Black. Malalakas ng tama sa tuktok nito mga to. Oh, sino pa yun? Si Baboy yun eh.
You may put down your hands.
Anim.
Those who are not in favor of the motion, please raise your right hand.
Right hand. Not in favor. Si Dilima abstain siya, hindi bumoto. Ay, si Dilima bumoto siya, in favor. Oh. Ayan sila oh. Wala, talo. Hindi,
You may put down your hands. Those who abstain, please raise your right hand.
si Saba, abstain yan.
That concludes the voting. COMSEC, please submit the result of our vote. With 6 votes in the affirmative and 38 votes in the negative, with 0 abstention, the motion to open the box is hereby denied.
Denied.
So ruled.
Pala, hindi nyo hawak ang bit. Wala, hindi ako naniniwala doon sa banat niya dati, no. Talagang lahat ng gusto nilang mangyayari dyan sa committee na yan. Base ho sa ating nakikita, binobola lang ho tayo nitong si Baculaw.
Let it be placed on the record that the committee will not open the box.
Yan.
The COMSEC is directed to continue preserving and taking care of the sealed box until the committee decides on the existence or non-existence of probable cause. So ruled.
Madam Chair,
The Honorable Lawrence Defensor.
Madam Chair, I move that the box, opened or unopened, constitute part of the official records of this committee since it was officially transmitted by the BIR and officially received by this committee, that it shall form part of the official records that will be transmitted to plenary and to the Senate if necessary.
Second,
Madam Chair.
There is a motion to keep the box open or unopened as part of the official records of this proceeding. The same has been seconded. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved. Let the box form part, though the same is sealed, form part of the official records of this impeachment proceedings. That concludes our resolution on the matter laid on the table. We shall now proceed to the next item in our agenda.
Madam Chair.
The Honorable Rog Gutierrez.
Madam Chair, just a short motion since we're done with the major motion. May I move, with all due respect to our colleague, Pastor Benny Abante, may we move to strike from the records any mention of the conversation regarding the pronouns used for our colleague, Mr. Marcoleta. I personally, this representation believes that that conversation is not germane to discussion.
The conversation is about?
Yung sa he, her,
right.
Madam Chair.
There is a motion to strike off from the record the manifestation.
Masyado kasing bida-bida yang si Benny Abante. Ang daming alam sabihin, ba't di na lang manahimik? Kung talagang gustong magdaldal sa linggo, doon sa kongregasyon mo, sila bulahin mo. Dito hindi kakanayang, Brad.
Or question of the Honorable Benny Abante about whether the chair is using her in reference to the Honorable Marcoleta. Is there a second?
Second.
The same has been seconded. Any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted. Please strike off the record all manifestations concerning the use of the chair of her in making reference to the Honorable Marcoleta.
Madam Chair.
The Honorable Brian Poe.
Madam Chair, before we move forward, I just want to make a quick manifestation and an appeal to our colleagues na kung pwede, if we can refrain from using pop culture references in our manifestations and statements. This is a serious matter. This is the impeachment of the second highest official in our government. And I believe it should be treated with the same amount of respect and gravity. Kaya
Brad, sira ulo ka ba, ha? Kinalkal yung mga dapat hindi kalkalin, linabas yung mga dapat hindi ilabas, tapos sinasabi mo, respeto.
moving forward, I'd like to point that out. Second, Madam Chair, I just want to point out that your reference of our colleague Marcoleta about not being a member of the Committee on Justice was not a slight or to make light of his position as a congressman, but rather para alam din ng mga constituents ni Congressman Marcoleta na if he's unable to vote on the matters, that it is not his responsibility as he is not a member of the Committee on Justice. I just want to clarify para our colleague knows that this was meant in the utmost professional manner. Maraming salamat po.
All the manifestations of the Honorable Brian Poe are noted by this committee. Before we proceed to the next item, may we direct the committee secretary to call again the Vice President.
Wala na naman.
Thank you, Madam Chair. May the committee know if the respondents, Vice President Sara Z. Duterte is present during today's hearing. The respondent, Sara C. Duterte, is not present in today's hearing, Madam Chair.
Let it be placed on the record that the committee secretary called for the second time. In today's hearing, the Vice President...
Madam, kahit gawin mong 10,000 times yan, walang laman ng upuan, wala dyan si BP Sara, tapos ang usapan. Kahit paano nyo pa ulit-ulitin, kahit tanungin mo pa si Comsec, si Committee Secretary, kung wala siya dyan. Ano kabulag, di mo nakikita? Walang laman ng upuan niya. Pambihira.
President, and she continues to be absent from our today's proceeding. The intention of the same is to extend to her the continuing opportunity to present her evidence, including counter evidence, as well as raising clarificatory questions through the justice members. That is for the record. Now we proceed to the next item in our agenda. This is with respect to the allegation of threat and the acts of destabilization as alleged. We have the NBI.
Rekta na ho tayo dun sa tanungan kay Benny Abante at dito kay Melvin Mati. Tuloy natin.
Po, if you wish to read the headlines from the international news platform.
Yes, para na sa record natin. From CBS News, Philippines Vice President publicly threatens to have the nation's president assassinated. CNN World.
Walang kwenta ho yan. Ano yan? Madaling bayaran yung mga newspaper o yung mga news news agency na yan. Walang kwenta yan. Ay, ano ba naman nagpalabas ng kung magkano man para isulat nila yung mga katagalan. Walang kwenta yan. Babalik tayo doon sa mga sinabi ni BP Sara doon sa video niya.
States Philippine Vice President says she would have Marcos assassinated if she is killed. Reuters has Philippines boost security after VP's assassination threat against the president. And the Hindustan Times says the Philippine VP, Sara Duterte, makes big statement. She says, if I die. And so on.
All right, that is for the record.
Buti pa yung mga mga pahayagan, mga international newspaper, international ang tawag dito, mga news outreach, nabalita nila ng tama. Walang pagbabanta if meron hong kondisyon. Kondisyon isuin mga kababayan. Na kung sakaling may mangyari sa kanya, wala naman nangyayari sa kanya, walang dapat na ipag-alala itong si Marcos Jr. Ngayon, pagka may nangyari kay BP Sara, doon na ho sila magkakaproblema. Kaya hindi ho nila pwedeng galawin itong si Vice President Sara Duterte. Dahil pagka nagkataon, magtago na ho sila sa sayan itong si Imelda.
You have other manifestations?
No, Madam Chair, just the fact that this will set precedents on how we deal with matters of national security, and we must take this seriously.
All right. The Honor, Director Melvin Matibag.
Yan, si Matibay.
Madam Chair, just for the record, based on what the Honorable Congressman Brian po mentioned, we confirm that in 2018 there was a teacher, teacher.
Do you have a news clip of that public school teacher?
We don't have it now, but we can have it authenticated.
For the guidance of the members, Honorable po is trying to establish the two standards that we are observing with respect to the threat committed by
Hindi nyo naman, ang problema kasi dito, yung public school teacher na yon, kung di ko tayo nagkakamali, correct nyo ako kung ano handa daw siyang magbayad ng halaga para gurgurin itong si dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Yun ho direktang para nagbibigay ng pabuya para sa ulo nitong si Tatay Digong. Ano ho yun? Hindi ho kondisyonis yun. Malaki ang kaibahan doon sa sinabi ni VP Sara at yung ipinapakita nilang halimbawa na yun diyan sa committee na yan. Dalawang magkaiba ho yun. Yung isa willing na magbayad para merong mangyari kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Etong kay Vice President Sara Duterte, if meron hong kondisyones at kung hindi na fulfill yung kondisyones, wala naman silang dapat ikabahala, di ba? Habang buhay si VP Sara, pwede hong matulog nang matiwasay sa Ilocos Norte itong si Marcos Jr.
a teacher who was immediately arrested.
Yes.
And a case was filed and convicted, correct?
Hindi po ma'am, ganito nga po, kaya po ako gusto magsalita. Kasi po,
Salita ka,
nung
Brad,
panahon na yun, ang
pumipigil sa'yo.
umaresto rin po dito kay Ronald
Ito para
May.
dito kay Melvin Matibag, umiikot lang ang mundo. Okay? Nakakahiya ka, Brad? Wala nang matinong political party ang magtitiwala dito sa mama na to. Wala nang matinong politiko ang magbibigay ng kredibilidad dito sa mama na to. Wala na ho. Wasak ho yan. Anak ng toko, hindi ho pwedeng pagkatiwalaan si Melvin Matibag. Hindi ho siya pwedeng pagkatiwalaan yung tipong sa partido nyo, kukunin nyo siya, kukunin nyo ang asawa niya, tapos bibigyan nyo siya ng isang pwesto na kung saan balang araw, maiisip nyo talagang kahit na anong mangyari, kaalyado nyo siya. Wala hong ganun si Melvin Matibag. Pagka hinarapan ho ng pwesto yan, talagang anak ng toko, kahit na sobrang yung pagpapakaaso niya dati kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte, napakatindi. Kaya niya hong gawin niyang mga bagay na yan sa pamilya Duterte ngayong mga panahon na to. Wala nga hong hiya.
Ang NBI po, NBI din po, siya po inaaresto pagkatapos ng 10 araw na nagbigay siya ng pronouncement na nadudulo sa social media na kung sino man ang papatay kay dating Pangulong Duterte noong panahon na yun ay magkakaroon ng...
Sa kanila na rin galing. Nagbibigay ng pabuya. Yung may kondisyones at nagbibigay ng pabuya, dalawang magkaibang bagay ho yun. Huwag natin paghaluin.
Pabuya na 50 million.
50 million.
At nagkaroon po ng manhunt, inaresto siya after 10 days na aresto. At to my recollection, lumuhod yung tao na nagmamakaawa, na sinabi na hindi naman seryoso, nagbibiro lang. The point is, why are we saying this? Is because we in the law enforcement, the National Bureau of Investigation, we considered all the threat to the President and to any official of the government a serious threat. Hindi po ito pwedeng biro-biro. And yung mga pinakita nga pong video kanina dyan, yan po ay pinag-aralan at naging parte ng pagdidesisyon ng National Bureau of Investigation para habla ng isang criminal case po kay Vice President Sara Duterte na ngayon ay nakapending sa Department of Justice.
Abangan natin kung ano mangyayari.
Ang punto nga dyan, kami po ay kumikilos, ang NBI kumikilos, anumang threat, sino man po ang binigyan ng threat. In fact, to my recollection, nung inimbitahan po si Vice President Sara at meron din siyang aligasyon na may threat din sa kanya, we want to pursue it. Pero wala naman po at hindi rin po siya dumalo dun po sa pagpapatawag po ng National Bureau of Investigation.
Honorable po.
Madam Chair, just to manifest, it's important to highlight this because it shows due process. There was a threat, it was investigated, and in the end, he was released naman. Our purpose here is to determine probable cause. It's not to make a final decision on anything. The point here is investigation. If it's found out later on that there was no viable threat, then that's part of what we have to do sa trial. We're not there yet. We're on probable cause. Kaya I bring this up because what happened in 2018 is part of due process. This too is part of due process. Just trying to be fair, Madam Chair.
We know the manifestation of the Honorable Po. Any other manifestation from the Director of the NBI?
Gusto ko lang pong dagdagan dung sa sinasabi po ni Honorable Brian po na actually hindi po ito pinawalan ng law enforcement. Nagkaroon po ito ng kaso talaga. It so happened na kaya po hindi nagtuloy-tuloy yung kaso, there was a finding of illegal arrest kasi hindi naman siya yung parang naging continue. Dapat po nag-direct filing. Ang ginawa nung hinulip, pinapasok po sa inquest ano po. But as to make a comment dun sa due process po na dapat pare-pares yung standards sa National Bureau of Investigation, we want to make sure na kung ano po yung ginawa ng isang ordinaryong tao at ng mataas na opisyal na parehas po na krimen, ay kailangan po naming habulin at papanagutin po sa ilalim po ng ating batas.
All the comments of the NBI Director are noted by the committee. Let's proceed to our clarificatory questions. We now recognize the Honorable Laila De Lima.
Yan, si Dilima. Kay Dilima tayo.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I have a few clarificatory questions and then a manifestation.
Proceed.
But anyone from the NBI team can respond. Just clarificatory lang po. Based on Annex G attached on your affidavit of investigation, can you confirm that the Bureau, the NBI, issued a subpoena directing VP Sara to appear in the NBI office of the Director on November 29, 2024 to shed light on the investigation of the alleged grave threats?
Yes,
Nagpadala
ma'am,
ba
we
kayo
do.
ng subpoena?
Yes, ma'am. We do confirm, ma'am.
Nagpakita po ba si VP Sara sa NBI noong November 29, 2024 para makipagtulungan sa investigasyon?
Hindi po nag-appear, ma'am, ang Vice Presidente sa schedule na yon ng subpoena namin.
Alam niyo ho bang dahilan? Meron ho ba siyang pinadalang dahilan kung bakit hindi siya sumipot?
Meron po siyang letter, ma'am, through her counsel. If I may, ma'am, kung pwede ko pong basahin
Yes,
ito.
please.
VP Duterte informed the NBI that she will not be able to attend on the scheduled date as she will be attending office matters requiring her urgent attention as a consequence of the ongoing House Representatives Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability's inquiry into the Office of the Vice President and Department of Education's fund utilization. On that same letter, VP Duterte requested for a copy of the complaint.
Okay, so ang sabi po, she's attending to urgent office matter. Yun po ang kanyang dahilan sa hindi niya pagsipot noong November 29, 2024.
Yes, ma'am, base po sa letter na yun.
Based naman po on Annex J of your affidavit of investigation, can you confirm na nag-issue po uli kayo ng subpoena kay VP Sara commanding her to appear on November 11, 2024 before the Office of the Director of NBI